with Scott Fanatico. First of all, we both got the blue memo. We both kind of have the Scott memo. That's your first name, my last name. Welcome to the show.
Glad to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
We're just ready to go. Yes, I'm so excited. So you're going to be talking basically all things kind of financial advice, really. So let's just start a little bit about, you and the types of folks that you work with.
Well, we're blessed. We've got all different types of clients in the Concho Valley area, from those that are thinking about, I want to retire one day, to how do I really get myself organized just for life? And so we've got clients that are just looking for that. They want to have a day in the future where they're going to say, hey, do I have to wake up and go to work today, or is it optional?
We love that. Yeah, I think we'll all choose optional, right?
Hopefully so, but the thing is to get to that particular point.
Exactly. So let's talk a little bit about, how you can help folks get there, and then what makes, y'all unique at your group.
Well, life in our business is so much about communication. Yeah. And so if we do a good job listening and asking the right questions, we can, because we have enough experience, really give a family a direction which they can journey upon.
Yeah.
So if one of the most important things I would say is, well, first of all, do you ever want to retire? Because we've got clients that say, no, my dad, my mom worked to the very last day. That's fine, but we never know what tomorrow might bring. So my job would be to get you ready that, God forbid, something did happen. It's not impactful to you and your family. You're able to have that particular option.
Yeah, exactly. Helping us get prepared, really. That's what it's all about.
That's exactly right.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah. So, you mentioned community and folks, just a sense of community there and giving back and everything. So y'all do a lot, too, with that.
Well, we do. I mean, being a member of the community, I'm so busy working most of the time, though, but we've got great organizations here in the Concho Valley area in San Angelo, from meals for the elderly to those taking care of unborn babies. Yeah. Our impact mostly when it comes to the community is financial, because our time is spent in taking care of the members of our community here.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so speaking of, service, a heart for service, you've got that because you're actually a veteran.
This is true. I spent a little bit of time, yes.
Tell us about it.
Well, my dad's dad served, my dad served, so, sure enough, I have to serve. That's how I paid for college. I did an ROTC, so they have a nice program there. But it was wonderful. It was an opportunity to give back to country. I don't know if my wife was so happy with me being away, but eventually I said it is time to move on to family. So, the military can provide a lot of things. It gave me a view around discipline. It gave me a view on, my way of growing up wasn't necessarily the way that all my soldiers grew up. And so it gave me a view into the different types of people that are out there, which ties right back into our business and, again, working with all different types of family in the Concho Valley area. Yeah,
I was about to say, you can, and your team can relate to folks in a lot of ways.
That's our job, is to understand, and that's, again, asking the right questions and listening well. Yeah.
That's fantastic. Well, okay, if anybody wants to get connected with you, how do they do that?
Well, the easiest way of doing that is like we all do on the internet. So the name of the company, of course, is the Financial Services Center.
Right.
But our URL is thefsc.com. And so you can go on there, type me a little note, give me a phone call, and me or a team member would be happy to help anybody in the area.
That is amazing. Yeah, and it sounds like, you're going to tailor the plan specifically to that particular client.
Well, that's the most important thing, is because what's right for you isn't necessarily right for me, even though we're both good folks with good names.
I know. I love it. Well, Scott, thank you so much for joining us today and filling us in.
Happy. Thank you very much for having me.
Of course. Well, hey, folks, we do have to take a quick break, but we'll be right back after this.